Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here with the legendary Western Roman campaign, and we are not far away here from the release of Warhammer Total War, and I'll probably be shifting over towards that as soon as that hits, because, you know, Warhammer, orcs, dwarves, empire, guns, more guns, demons, vampires, guns. So yeah, that should be pretty fun here. So again, I'll probably shift over to that, probably another legendary campaign just for the hell of it, just to see how that goes.
Ready for orders.
I'm thinking for at least this one I'll start out with the dwarves, because, you know, just that, thought that would be a bit different from most others will be doing. Anyways, let's end this turn, see what happens. Yeah, that was lost. But just a heads up there, just a heads up. It probably won't happen right on release day, then again it might actually, well, day after basically, so I don't know. Yeah. I might actually be able to expect an episode up Wednesday. So, I mean, this means this campaign will probably be left unfinished, but, you know, I think most will be interested in, you know, Warhammer. I certainly am. And this is just basically to pass the time until then. So that's going to be interesting. That is going to be interesting. That probably means, like, well, one more episode. Yeah, I'll be probably playing the dwarves on Legendary. And sort of take it from there, just to sort of get something a bit interesting in there. And plus, I really like the dwarves. I'll probably need to be running an Empire campaign on my own over the game. And I'll probably try to get that up somewhere, I don't know, within the first week perhaps. Maybe week after, depends on how I get my impressions of it. If I feel like I have to play it more to get a better grip. Just heads up there. No chance versus the Gaul forces there. Massive forces there, and legionnaires and other bits there. No chance of fighting that. Alright, the big battle which you've sort of been leading up. Well, I was going to plan. This is going to be brutal. They have a lot of forces. We don't have quite as large. I mean, they're probably talking about, I don't know, 4,000. Me. That's... Alright. Walls in a good condition. They're getting ready to attack from several points. I don't think they have a lot of artillery. I think. I'll be bringing up the galleys because they're not going to be much good on the sea. Artillery, I guess I'll set up about here. Use to shoot them bits to bits. I'll leave the general to sort of hold up here. And they'll obviously be trying to land, so I'll probably set up here so they can't just blitz towards that. No, they do have some artillery, but still will keep the chaps on the walls there, since that's where they'll be doing most damage. Gotta keep our eye here on the flank though.
Ready for
So
battle.
some slingers, just in case they try anything there, and chaps there, you chaps here.
Swift melee cavalry.
Cavalry will be holding up here. There's a reactionary force also in case they try to pull off something silly in terms of a landing.
Legio! Melee infantry at your command.
And I'll be keeping these chaps on surf, setting up here and here. That way I can sort of react to whatever things are happening as well. So yeah, this is going to be pretty interesting. I mean, if we can break up their assault, that would bode quite well. It's basically going to sort of depend if I can hold off, and again, there's a lot there as well. I shall probably have to move in some... I'll move the reserves closer to there, and I'll probably shift the legionnaires as well closer. Though, of course, we've still got swordsmen there. Just want to be sure able as can react with the most there. You get to land. I can also use the cavalry there to sally out through one of the side gates and get behind them.
Enemy reinforcements have been spotted.
Of course, you also got reinforcements. There we go. It looks like they're trying to silence my artillery. They're not succeeding so far.
God, give us strength. We have sighted the enemy.
They're just shooting a lot bloody faster for some reason. Almost rapid fire.
Bowman.
Yeah, that's getting shattered pretty hard. Let's try and bring those siege towers down. Rats.
Fire on the enemy.
Right, they're not shooting at our walls. They seem to be ignoring that entirely. See the structural integrity there. Bring up there. Trying to decimate the units I can hit, which is not the ones behind the siege towers, by the way. Should probably pull that way. Seems this Gavins will just be utterly wasted. Oh, knock it down, please. Come on, Septimus. Can't be that hard of a bloody target. Right, they're running from there, that's something. It's actually a bit bizarre they're moving in the general there. I'm not complaining though, that makes this a lot bloody easier. A lot bloody easier. Alright, they're using the Sagittari.
Defensive positions. On watch. The enemy is at the walls.
Shifting things up there with better troops.
Comitatenses.
Damn it, I would have liked to be able to knock out that siege tower. I was close, but you know, in the end it's not close that matters, it's actually pull it off that matters. And if you don't, well, never mind.
A unit has fired all of its ammunition.
to. So far I'm maintaining some kind of grip on the walls. That's probably not going to last forever. Still doing some damage. Down here on the docks, they are being overwhelmed. That's good. Here as well, elements are failing to break through the walls. Attila seems to be a non-issue. So far Hispania is not faring very well. They're just getting slaughtered at every conceivable point. The might of Rome.
God, give us strength.
In fact, it seems pretty limited what they're able to pull off. A lot of casualties. One tower is burning down, in fact. Another one is close to burning down. So yeah. While the odds given by the computer wasn't quite as high, I'm clearly holding out quite nicely here. And again, that's going to be one of the biggest differences here between Warhammer Total War, well, the previous Total War games against sieges. On larger cities will be quite different. I know about smaller ones, but basically again, bigger ones, you're just getting one section of the wall, but at the same time the scale is sort of grander, if you will. So you can concentrate attacks, but of course also the defenders can concentrate defense, concentrate attacks. Still, he's still holding on, but still the legions are also holding on. Men here getting slaughtered. The walls of Carthago stand strong. Or Carthago Nova, whatever. Either way, sizable reinforcement army here. A mix, I imagine, of Hispanians and the rebels. The first wave is gone. There's some of the siege towns, in fact, almost gone. Which means if they all break, basically, the AI will give up. So it's got nothing. I mean, it could try and grab some of those, but so far, it won't. There you go. Pikes, they're moving in. Fighting for the false Emperor and the false Rome. Which works.
Enemy units have been rallied.
Not sure what's going on there. They're somehow beating my cavalry. I'll move down some spearmen into the docks, I guess.
Our men flee the field of battle.
The general still fights, though. It's a pretty slow process. Pretty slow. Ah, that's why. The heavy marines, it's that rule. Bringing in a bit more effort than the rest of the clowns that dare oppose Rome.
We hunger for blood and battle.
You got some ballistieri there. Some Funditorius and the likes. Getting a bit more nasty there. Exploratores. The walls are still standing, so out there's also the siege ladders. Actually, not just the siege towers, we've got other siege ladders.
The men are broken and running for their lives.
Go up some in there. Go up some there. Right, I should. Alright, for some reason, I'm not allowed to aim at them. So I gotta just sort of try and crash through them that way, having to engage through that method instead. And here, the cavalry's still standing about, they can't break through again, they need the gates open, and so far, they're not getting on the walls.
They're not done yet.
They're not getting on the walls so far, anyways. And that can always change pretty rapidly. And there you go. That's the other general, the traitorous swine, their false emperor. Nope, they rode straight through them. They didn't even engage them. Crikey. That's just silly. Right, cover him in javelins. I want him dead. I want him very dead. This is only turning into a larger scale battle. Long one, too. Another siege tower burst into flames. As if they're struck down by God himself. There you go, rebels broken.
The enemy general is fallen.
There we go, they lost one general at the very least. Now, might have been that one. Good, good. Skirmishers paid themselves.
All available ammunition.
Could have been that one. I mean, they both sort of look not quite happy, so...
On my order! Withdraw!
See? Just holding on, holding on. It's beginning to look a bit more ugly there.
Scout equities! Advance at speed!
Some men are breaking off.
And are running for their lives.
I suspect their ballistari are having an effect there. Yeah, and again, for some reason, they can shoot in arcs. Whenever you have crossbowmen, they can. I think that's an AI cheat. Though again, technically, crossbows are terrible in that mode, by the way. Like, not good at all, not suitable in fact. For those that were not aware. This is a bit ugly because of AI.
Men are running. Stand and fight, damn
still,
you.
if we can break it off, I still hold a chance here, but looking a bit ugly there. Our men are certainly getting rather worn by now. They have killed many. The problem is there's a lot more where they came from. So anyway, they do have killed the general in them. You are seeing some break off, but there's another general.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display. Scout equities! Many troops!
Things seem to be a chaotic melee around here.
That's the command. Quick march.
I have no idea what you're doing outside of the walls. How you even got there. Quite frankly, that's a bit worryingly amazing. Still so many. They just keep on coming. They just keep on coming and they refuse to give up, which is rather unfortunate. Hang on, hang on.
Move out! The men's resolve is failing.
Yeah, there's... Oof, that was close. I was saying that was another cheat. They can actually ride through gates that haven't been captured. There's a lot of those oddities there, really. Still, a lot of them are breaking off, but I'm still risking also now a lot of breaking off as well. Actually, I use whistling out to the fight the ones outside the wall, try and break them morale. Ah crap, the gates are down. Well, the watchtowers are gone. Oh shit, they're actually hacking them down. This is bad. This is bad.
General!
I could actually end up losing anyways. Amazing, and it's probably largely in part due to those crossbowmen gaining up a huge kill rate. Bowman certainly not good either.
Our men have regrouped.
Melee troops! Back, back! Double time! Sagittarius! Loose!
Come on, just break the bastards. Figure they'd be, you know, susceptible more to morale breaks now that the leader's gone. For some reason, they're still stubbornly hanging on. It's a bit annoying.
The men have thrown down their weapons and are fleeing.
In fact, more of my men are breaking off than theirs are.
Scout Equites! For glory! For glory!
They're just murdering away there. Pretty much making it impossible for me to fight. And again, I hope there won't be those same kind of bonuses, because again, those are the kind of sort of, you know, ruin the game when range units begin magically performing like, you know, they're not supposed to.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Rather undercuts the game. Simply put.
By your command!
Withdraw!
Yes, Commander! Scout Equites! Heaven can wait! Understood!
Yes, Commander! Warriors of Christ!
Victory!
Our men are rallying!
Come on,
They're not
charge
done
into it,
yet.
you dunces. Got a flank going on there, that is very unfortunate, very naughty.
Pull back! As you command!
And now the entire thing is just rapidly collapsing.
Withdraw!
The
Nothing I can
men
do
are
about that.
losing faith!
By your command!
The men are running! Stand and fight, damn you!
Yeah. I would say I did my best though.
General!
But when again they can just basically snipe units from outside easily, you kind of lose a lot of the defender's advantage. In particular when they have much larger numbers, so you know they can quickly take a huge dent of yours.
The men are running! Cowards!
That was also, I think, one of the things that really had me stopping playing Total War Attila, because to get more of a chance I had to increase the difficulty, but that just made their ranged units utterly absurd for some reason. And just really killed it. So go figure.
Our men run from the enemy! This is shameful!
I'm not entirely sure what else I could have done, you know, different. I think overall sort of managed it quite well. It's just, you know, when then in a matter of moments can take a huge chunk of your force using just a few ranged units. Yeah. And again, they get, you know, all these morale bonuses, meaning, you know, they can keep fighting despite, you know, being utterly crushed here. I mean, I suppose there's a tiny chance of pulling through here, but it's, you know, very much
Enemy
tiny.
forces have struck our general down.
Yeah, there we go. General dead. Game over. Again, we killed two. They were over 4,000, close just 4,000, a bit above there. So yeah. That could have fared better. I mean, obviously I really left them weakened after that, but that's about it. Oh, for heaven's sake. chance. Ha 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 ha. Separatists, I suppose that's something they set up there. Don't think a night attack will make much difference indeed, so let's just
Let them
keep there
cower like kennel.
until we got something going.
At your command.
Got army there.
We
Let's try
hunger
and deal
for
with it.
battle.
Possible, except they then run in there. And
Advance. Besieging the settlement. Let them cower like kennelled dogs.
and swiftly dealt with. Having none of that. None of it.
Ready for battle.
Occupy just to boost the coffers a bit.
For God himself.
Using that one.
Ready for orders.
Bit of order restored to the borders of the Empire. Just a bit. Overall, there's still a lot of gaps. Can I deal with them? No. Can I deal with them? Might they be interested?
You have my attention.
Nope.
Gods of the afterlife, spare
Nope.
my time is better spent feeding.
Nope. Not really much they can trade with at the moment. Not a lot of people really keen
I welcome you on behalf of the people.
Sadly.
Speak quickly.
Salutations.
Ready for battle.
Remain there.
We
Remain
hunger
here.
for
Try and
battle.
perhaps boost it out a bit.
Ready for
Well,
ready for
a
battle.
bit quiet beyond that. Move army there to support.
We
Let's up
hunger
there.
for battle.
Probably try and put the Quadians in their place.
At your command.
That I think would be a very, very solid idea.
Ready, willing, and able.
There we go. That's helping with the public order there. That is good. Here we're almost done. Okay. So there we go. Can we actually hire any mercenaries here? Jolly good. Just I need to boost up whatever I can before I attack Cartago to retake it from those bleeding wankers. Really had it with them. And soon I can get the Martiari, and then I can go on to the Legnoris, Signoris. Alrighty. If the Indians continue their nasty raiding. Nova Trahana Bostra falling beneath the waves of the Sassanid Empire, which has sort of been nerfed. The problem is a long time with the game with the Sassanid Empire, by the way, is they could just sort of swarm the enemy unless they got really bad luck with their vassals, because, you know, AI, again, they just sort of get super diplomatic bonus there, but again, they can just really amass wealth and so on there. Now they sort of added in the White Huns, a sort of another Hunnic horde-ish thing, though I think they were genetically rather different. They sort of counted as the White Huns, so sort of just pressure them on the side there, so it's not quite as straightforward as they were. Like Quails. Straying against towns of Rome, have they not learned their lesson, these filthy barbarians? They shall be struck down, and burned, and enslaved, for the glory of Rome and Christ. Clearly believed in slavery. Oh dear. This is getting a...
Disengage! Destination reached.
Oh, that's easily dealt with. Another rebel army struck down. Magyars are gone.
Commander, we take this settlement!
Litrava should be unguarded.
Ready for orders.
I'll subjugate them instead.
Hourly patrols.
Ho ho ho.
At your command. Laying siege to the settlement.
The Matiari.
Besieging the settlement. We take this settlement.
At your command.
Ready for orders. Ready for battle.
Moderately better skirmishes are always a plus,
We hunger for battle.
as they say.
At your
Or
command.
probably don't say, actually.
Ready for battle. At your command. Ready for battle. Besieging the settlement. At your
And
command.
that order has been Empire's eastern borders. Threats have been dealt with for the most part. We'll of course have to see how long they last. But I think that'll be it for today's episode. A bit shorter, I know, I guess, but again, being a bit out there again with Total War Warhammer coming up, but also just because there's probably going to be a lot of big battles soon again, so yeah. But anyways, thank you all for joining in. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you learned something from it. I suppose if you did, you know, subscribe, share, like it, and so on. Of course, comments always welcome. This is Imperial Dane signing off, and see you all in 2 days' time for another episode. Of course, see you in 4 days' time for Total War Warhammer. Cheers!